Well, three friends from Chicago share that love so much that they founded their own company 5 months ago. It's a black bread company. It's the first black-owned sliced bread company in the country, believe it or not. And our Eric Cox has more.
From best friends to business partners, Charles Alexander, Mark Edmond, and Jamel Lewis are making history as the men behind the Black Bread Company, the first and only African-American-owned bread business in the entire world.
What we've done essentially is larger than us. One of our biggest goals is to be a household name.
These three Chicago natives just started the company in February. But the idea was born over a year ago. Edmund's wife gave him a grocery list, and he was determined to only buy black products. But when he searched for African-American-owned bread, he came up empty.
After about 45 minutes, I realized there's no African-American-owned sliced bread.
That's when he called his friends for help. Even after an extensive online search, still nothing.
At that point, it was like, yo, we gotta do something about this. And then from there, the Black Bread Co. was born. We have to build our own, That's the only way around it.
And it didn't take long until the Black Bread Co. was on a roll, securing deals with several major grocery chains in the Chicago area, shipping out orders across the country and internationally, even appearing on national TV. These business owners and best friends quickly becoming the upper crust, all while remaining humble.
We wouldn't even be here if we weren't standing on the shoulders of those that came before us.
We're here to be that voice, just to raise the consciousness of not only the African American consumer, but consumers in general. Just to know what you're buying, know who you're buying it from, and know what you're supporting in that instance.
In Chicago, I'm Eric Cox for Start Your Day.
I love this story, and guess what? This morning we want to introduce you to the three best friends who started the Black Bread Company: Charles Alexander, Mark Edmond, and Jamel Lewis. Good morning, fellas. What's up, man? Thank you for joining us here on Start Your Day. Congratulations.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm so happy.
Good morning, Mike.
Absolutely doing great. Good morning. I'm so happy you guys are here, and congratulations on everything. We wish you the best of luck. But Mark, here's the thing. It's amazing how you stumbled upon this business because you wanted to buy black-owned, and you discover there's no black-owned bread companies. Is it amazing to you that it actually took this long to be the first?
Yes, absolutely. When I was looking for the bread, I was for sure certain that we had at least one African-American-owned bread. It didn't even cross my mind that we didn't at the time. And then once I was doing the research and I called my friends and they did their research, then we quickly realized that, it didn't exist. And after 100 years, we just now have representation on the shelf in the bread aisle. So it's a huge accomplishment for us, and we just continue to push forward.
And I love it, and you're going for yours, you're taking that leap of faith. It's one thing to start a company, fellas, but I gotta admit, look, it's another thing not to have any experience making bread. Y'all ain't got no experience doing that from what I understand. What have been some of the challenges, Jamel?
You know what? The first thing for us is, like you said, not having experience in this industry. We know what we know, and we know what we don't know. So again, we kind of consider ourselves, even though we're 100 years kind of late to the party, we're right on time in terms of just naturally where the world is and just being even just ready and receptive to who we are. So our challenges may be great, but we're in it together. The three of us, every day we work quite hard to make sure that we just operate at the highest level and keep pushing forward.
And you're making it happen. You started, 5 months ago, and you did it. And we were still kind of in the pandemic, to be honest with you. We still are right now. But Charles, I got to ask you, man, because you invested your time, but you also had to invest that money. So I don't know how your girlfriends or your women felt about that, your families. How do they feel about you saying, you know what, I'm going to take this leap of faith, and we're going to go out here and we're going to start this bread company? What's the reaction been there?
Yeah, that's a great question, Mike. And I say, our wives are our biggest blessing in terms of our business as well, right? They supported us from the start. As you just mentioned, this started during the pandemic. Few of us didn't have jobs during the time, and so we literally went in our savings, our family savings, to start this business. And what some people don't know is that when we officially started, when we launched, we only had $1.87 left in our bank account. But we like, this got to work, right? In our business account, that's all we had left. Packaging and
we was wiped out.
We was wiped out. And so we was like, we got to do it. So our wives have been very supportive of everything we're doing. They believe in our vision, and they've been seeing it. So before even launch, we worked tirelessly and met for an entire year before anybody even knew about the Black Bread Company. So they saw the hours and hours we put in to actually even get to our launch point.
You gotta have that support, but I know your lady said, hey, you know what, I'm gonna help you make this bread, but y'all better make that bread back the other kind of way on the back end, and it's been successful so far. Hey, check this, look, you got 3 entrepreneurs, you're also 3 best friends, and a lot of times, I mean, I love my boys, but I don't necessarily want to mix my business with them because that could cause conflicts. Look, what makes it work for you guys? Jamel.
You know what makes it work for us is honestly our friendship. We always said, even when we started this company, we have to kind of take a step back and remind ourselves that, you know, checking in with each other, keeping our families first, of course, and God first, honestly, even. But really, we are connected to each other that deeply because of our history together. So Charles always calls it divine timing for this to be happening with us. But again, our friendship is what we stand on, and we put that first. We put our families first. And in that regard, we can't fail.
Hey, look, I'm looking at you fellas. It don't seem like y'all gained a lot of weight because I understand y'all went through a lot of bread to try and find the right formula. So that's a lot of carbs right there. What's the bread taste like? Tell the people out there right now, because when I get bread, I want some good fresh bread that I can put on my turkey sandwich and put my turkey between, like nice cheese. What's this bread taste like, and how did you find the right formula between the 3 of you?
Yeah, so our bread, so Mike, we always say we know what we didn't know, all right? And a few things we knew from the start is that it had to taste good, it had to feel good, it had to look good, right? Because it's for the culture, right? At the end of the day. And so our bread it's very flavorful, right? It's fluffy, it holds very well with sandwiches. I'm big on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so I was like, it gotta hold on crunchy peanut butter, right? It has to hold. We can't have no tears, right? People making sandwiches, you know? and our honey wheat, you can taste the honey, right? You can taste the wheat. Like all the ingredients that's in our bread, we want to make sure you can taste it a very distinct flavor, very distinct taste. And I want Mark to talk about like all the bread we had to taste beforehand.
Oh yeah, so I mean, when it comes to thousands of slices in a short amount of time, like especially during the pandemic, personally, I probably picked on about 25, 35 pounds. You know, I'm in the gym right now trying to get it all off. Like I said, I had to take our hiatus away from bread. I was like, you know, I love our product, so any bread I do eat will be ours, of course, but I'm like, just give me a few months and I'll be back to it.
Hey man, just get that whole wheat bread that you guys got, that honey wheat, that'll help you out as well. Because sometimes it's good carbs, got bad carbs, but we want to get it. We want to get this bread, man. We want to support it. You guys already been on Ellen. I know Ricky Smiley has endorsed your bread, radio host. You're in baseball stadiums. Listen, for our viewers out there, how can they buy this bread? Where can they go and get it, and how can they support you?
It's really simple. BlackBreadCo.com is the first place they can get it. Again, we're excited for all of the overwhelming support we've received across the country and beyond. Japan, Australia, all type of places, Canada, Alaska, of course, here in the U.S. But BlackBreadCo.com, of course, they can follow us on Instagram at the BlackBreadCo. We're available in stores in the Chicagoland area as well.
Go out there, support this. I've had a couple of people, including one of our bookers, come up and tell me. I had a producer in LA say they know you guys and wanted to have you guys on. Good guys, entrepreneurs, best friends, family men, and good fathers as well. So you want to support these young black men who has a great company. I'm going out there and I need some of that black bread myself. I want one free loaf, but at the same time,
don't worry about that. We got you. Don't even worry.
And then, you know, Hook my co-host up, Sharon, because she always like free stuff. You know, she don't want to pay for nothing. So hook her up. But then we're going to buy. We're going to buy bread after that, man. Absolutely. And the merch as well. We're going to support this, and we're going to get you into numerous stores across the nation. Fellas, keep up the good work. We really appreciate you hanging out with us here on Start Your Day. come back and let us know how things are panning out for the company in the years
You know
to come,
what?
man.
We definitely want to come back because we have a huge surprise coming down in Atlanta.
Very soon.
So we coming down to Atlanta. We got
Very
a huge
soon.
announcement we're gonna make very soon.
Yeah, let's do your show first. Let's make the announcement.
we want to contact you and make sure that we release it on your show first.
First.
All right, you heard it right here. All right, well, the best thing since Black Sliced Bread right here on Start Your Day. Charles Alexander, Mark Edmond, and Jamel Lewis, owners of the Black Bread Company. Fellas, once again, appreciate you. Congratulations and the best of luck. God bless, my man.